So mini project is already done. We have seen a simple project where we are able to create artifacts as well as files. Now, see, there are other things. You can have a package repository infrastructure. This I will explain you in some advanced concepts, right? But right now for basics one, this is what we need to do. A couple of times people ask me, Pramod, so I have a GitHub project, right? How do I push this code here, right? Very simple. So let's go to the groups again. Let's go to parents. Okay, so in the TTA group only, right, I will create a new project now. Okay, so you can create in the TTA group, click on this group again. You can have a new project. Right now, what you can do is you can put from the GitHub also. For example, if you have a GitHub attached, right, click here. For example, you can get it from GitHub, Bitbucket, or any server that you can, right? So I have attached it. It will ask for your username and password. See, I have on a GitHub, I have all these repo. I can get my Selenium repo, any other Karate repo, right? This one is already imported. So you just have to click import, and after import, you will see automatically like this. It will be imported like with the particular dummy URL. It will create a random URL in this case, and it will be in a group that you have imported. Right now I have an automation group which I have created for you guys. I have another automation group. In this group we have API and web. So this repo is available in API, right? So now you know in GitLab we have groups. Groups can have subgroups. Subgroups can have a project assigned to them, right? This is what the core concept is. Okay, so let's see the rest assured one directly. We'll go directly and we'll understand this, because I know it's a very difficult for first time, but it will be simple. Like, let me make you very simple. See, all the code is same that is already available on the GitHub also. Everything is same. If you go to my github.com, go to my repositories, you will see that there is this rest assured workshop code is already available, right? See, assured, right? This one, same ones. This is same, nothing changes in this case. You can import this also. Right now, what are the things I have basically changed here, right? This is what you need to understand, and how I was able to push this code to a S3 bucket. This is what you need to understand now. So I have a code which is available, which is rest assured workshop. This is my code, which basically, if you go to repository and go to files, you will see it's a Maven project. It's a Maven project containing where how to run this project. You can run Maven test and XML file which you want to run. So it will run our API automation successfully, right? So if you run it locally, you can run it, right? But again, what we are doing is we'll be leveraging the GitLab, right? GitLab will basically run this code into their runners, right? They will have a runners. Runners are nothing but a Docker machines they have automatically attached, right? All right. So go to preferences. Let me show you, right? So you can basically select the runners also, right? Let me see, where is the runners? First of all, let's see, this is shortcuts. This is to-do list. This is merge request if you have it. This is issues. This is repositories and snippets also you can create. But again, we are going to automation, right? And where is that CI/CD runners, right? Go to CI/CD and runners. So group. Now you can basically assign. So there are runners. You can register your own runners also. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you. And you can use the by default runners of the GitLab also provided to you, which are shared runners, right? If you see, so it is very similar to, you are basically adding a machine and you are telling GitLab to execute your API automation into that machine, and whatever the results are coming, you can get back to the GitLab server. This is what exactly you are doing right now, right? But we will be using GitLab's by default, which is free of cost provided to us. So you can, why we want to waste our resources, right? But if you have a extra AWS machine, you can attach to that machine also to GitLab. So what GitLab will do is, it is very similar to Jenkins, right? It will run your test cases or your code into that machine and pull up the code directly here. Okay, we are going to use by default, which is shared runners that we already have. So go to your repo again, which is in API, right? And here is your repo, which is available. Now see the CI/CD part, which I have added. This is the one file that I have added here, right? See, in this one, I have added 3 stages. First stage is clean. Now pay attention. This is a clean build. I have added a Maven Java 11 image. Now this is a Docker image where a Maven project can run and Java 11 is automatically installed. So this is a Docker machine which is provided automatically by Docker registry, right? And I have named this as a clean. So clean is basically matching with this, and I'm running a Maven clean command. Maven clean will delete everything if there is anything which is available, right? Now running the API test cases. So API to run our test cases, it will run mvn test, and this is a testng file that I want to run. This is a normal file, normal command of mvn that you can run in your local also. It will run your test cases and it will give you a LO report in the end, which is a LO results. This is what we want, because now your Docker has basically run your commands, right? Now Docker will basically see after this stage, right? Everything will be deleted apart from the results, because we don't want this, right? We don't want the repos and everything will be present, right? Only results we are concerned. So this result, what we want is we want to deploy it to the AWS. So what we are going to do is I have created a stage again where I am using a image of AWS. In this AWS, what I have done is I have used a command which is AWS S3 sync my folder this to my bucket. Now please understand, where is my bucket, how to create a bucket? Very simple. If you have a AWS account, right, search for S3, right, create a free account on the AWS, search for S3. Here what you can do is you can create a bucket. So let's create a new bucket also. So I have a bucket available. You can create a new bucket by clicking new. So let's say this is a TTA results 2. So GitLab will not store your results. First of all, what you can do is you can tell specifically to AWS to store this. AWS should store all the artifacts, right? We don't want GitLab to be storing our code, or you can say our results, right? We will be using AWS. It's a much cheaper as compared to GitLab other storage services. Okay, so we will be using that thing. And click on create, right? That's it. It will create a bucket for you. But now, in this bucket, you need two important things, which are basically, so bucket list, this is a variable. How to see this variable and all, right? Go to snippets, right? Go to settings, right? In the setting, you have to add a AWS information, some of the information that you have to add. Go to, where is the variable? Let me check. We are searching for variables actually. So what we will be doing is, we have to tell how to log in, right? We have to add the credential of AWS, right? That's what we are doing. Go to your group, settings, CI/CD, right? Here you will see variables, right? You have to just expand. Here you need to add all the AWS thing. For example, here you can add AWS access key, right? You can add AWS secret key. You have to enter your AWS default region. Here you have to enter AWS bucket list. All the variables need to be added here. Right, let me show you where I have added. So all these, for example, access key, default key, bucket key, and secret key, all of you can find. So suppose you don't know how to find it, is very simple. Create a new user in IAM, right? Search for IAM. You can create a new user. For example, click on here, which is users. Add a new user, right? For example, it will be, let's say, test2, right? Click next, right? Attach a common policies, and we want S3 access, right? So S3 full access we want to give. So search for it. Here you will find S3 full access. Give this to this user, right? That's it. And create this user. This will basically add a user, right? It will give you a username password also for this user, right? It will basically give you a username, not a username password. Right now it has created a user for you. Now, couple of things, you need a access key. So access key you will be able to find into your accounts, right? Somewhere you will be able to find your access key here. If you search properly, there will be a information to basically get your access keys, which are basically to access. There will be a key and a secret key, which will be basically there. If you go here, let me check where it is, right? And if it is not created, you can create also. So access management. Yeah. So this user, basically, if you see, right, it has access to the S3, right? And there will be an access key also, right? So you can search also how to basically create an access key for your AWS, right? I think it should be in this. So basically what you need is, you need all these parameters. You need AWS access key. You need default region. Default region, I think you can definitely get it here when you basically search, right? Default region right now, which one you are using, and the X3 bucket, which bucket you are using right now, right? So if you see, we are using TTA results. This TTA result is our bucket name. This is a secret key. If you want to copy, you can copy this. Default region right now, if you see, I'm using a Asia specific Northeast one, right? All the detail you will find it here. I mean, for this you need to know about little bit about AWS, or you can Google around how to find all these things and add it. That's it. You need to just add all the things here. Now what will happen is, if you have basically made correctly your CI, right, file, any changes that you will see do, right, for example, suppose in this file, let's open in web IDE, I'm going to modify. Now you will see this will start running our test case. See, so if I have opened it into web UI, if you see, this is a Visual Studio Code which are basically opened, right? This is a file. This is a source code that we have, by the way, which these are the test case that we are running. So this is a test case that we are going to run. It is just verifying the status code. It will be running a code or this post request. It will be making a post request to the server, and it is going to give you a result. In this CI file, if you see, let's say this is reports. Let me make this reports deployed to S3. This is the stage name that I have basically done. Now commit these changes, click on here, added reports, right? Commit and push in the same master branch I am basically now adding. So now what it will do, it will automatically trigger a pipeline. See, if you go to CI/CD and pipeline, see whatever that code we had added reports, right? So it is done. Now it has started. So we have a build, cleaning, then we have a build, then last one is deploy, right? 3 stages that we have, right? So now it will start running. Go to this running, right, stage. So right now clean build is running. If you see, it will start clean the build, right, which is stage 1, which is running mvn clean file, right? It is executing on the Maven Open GDK 11, right? Now it will start executing it, and see, clean job is done. So now next job will be triggered, right, which will be basically running our test cases. So now it will run our test case. See, test cases are running or not. Let's see. Let's jump into it. See, go to pipeline, click on this link again. Here you will see our pipeline is running. See, click on here to see our test case running, right? If you noticed, it will open a Maven file and it will download. Right now there are no artifacts. So it will now execute our test case onto this Docker machine. Right, this is a Docker machine where it is running. So see, here you can see the time, how much time is basically, and where it is running. If you noticed here, it is a shared runner. It's nothing but basically a machine which is provided by GitLab automatically. It is present into their server where they are running this code, where they are basically running in this code, right? So this is where they are running code. You can access this. This is actually a machine. It's a real machine where they are actually running. It's just a Dockerized container, by the way. Right, so here if you see, it will start executing our test case. It's basically running a Maven command. See, right now it is downloading all the repository, and it will execute our post request. See, now if you see, we have a test case which basically run. If our post request is successful, everything is there, uploading the artifacts. Now we have a Allure report which basically created, right? Allure report is archived. Now this report we want to upload to the S3, right? So it will, third stage will be uploading to S3. It will be now uploaded to S3. See, third stage is running where it is now uploading everything into the, see, reports deployed to the, this is what we are running, which is reports which are deploying to the S3. Now, if you open the S3, let's open the S3, which is AWS console, right? So see, all the code is now, everything which is now present now, it is uploaded. Go to AWS, sign in. I think I have signed it out. Let me check. Yeah, it is done. So everything is done. Go to your S3 here. Okay, I think you can create a key, right? Go to S3, TTA result, right? Here you will see all these things. Okay. So recently on 6th April, 2 p.m. now all the code is now executed. You can download this. This is actually your results. All of the results basically it contains. Right, this is just a JSON. You can download this, and this is your JSON that you have, right? What you can do is, this is actually a JSON report of all the test cases that you have run, right? And now what you can, interesting thing you can do is go to your, you can just download into a Allure resort, right? Or just download into a folder, right? Now what I have done is that I have created, now you need to run, if you want to run this, right? Here, if you see, we have a Allure result. Right, go to Allure result folder. Here you will see there are two files. So this one is older file. So what I will do is I will remove this file because this is the older file that we have, right? and clear. So this file contains our test case. So what we are going to do is cd ... I'm going to run allure serve results. If you have a allure already installed into your machine globally, if it is not installed, you have to run npm -i -g to install allure report. Okay. So now if you see, this is our test case which passed, right? Go to suite. This was our test case. See, everything is passing and our test case is also done. Right? This was how you can use GitLab. If you now noticed, this is your project information. This is your repositories. Issue right now, we don't have merge request right now. We don't have. Another thing that you can do is if somebody pushes something, this pipeline will be automatically running. Right? CI/CD pipeline will be automatically running. In the 45 minutes, now you understood how to run your API automation also by using the GitLab. Plus you can store your result into S3. Now S3 can store all your results, right? Folder wise and everything, right? Only challenges I think which you will be able to find is related to the AWS keys you are not able to find, which I would suggest you to Google around, right? Rest of the things are same. You can copy this code. You can copy this CI file, which basically I have used. I will share it in the link in the description also. You can check it out. This file basically can run your API automation and it can push everything into your bucket, right? So you have to add your username and password or access key for that bucket. It will put that thing into it, right? I hope this helps. And this is how in the real life we run our automation. We are running right now by using the GitLab. We are pushing everything into a allure report. And right now what we have done is we have created a utility which will just host this temporarily so that we can store and showcase this to our stakeholders. This is what we are doing right now. I hope this helps. This is your S3 bucket, which will be automatically synced whenever there are new files which are added, right? And you can download this and just give it to the allure report. It will automatically showcase you all the results. I hope this helps. All the links in the description which are present. Thanks for watching. This was a basic idea to one mini project about the GitLab to run your stages. Second is overall a real project. I hope this helps. I hope you have liked this. Give me a like in the chat. If you face any issue, comment down below. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.